Good morning. It's My. I hope you're ready to explore the Bible with me today. We are in Hungary. This is actually our little tiny office, but right now it's full of stuff that I brought to give to our friends here in Hungary. Anyway, good morning. I hope you're having a great day already. I want you to grab your Bibles and get ready to explore with me. We're going to be in Luke chapter 5. So Luke chapter 5, you look it up while I start reminding you about last time we were together. Last time we were together, we talked about Jesus finding the first few disciples, and they were fishers, and they were fishers of fish. And God said, I'm going to make you fishers of men. And today we're going to keep going with that a little bit. So Luke chapter 5, Matthew, Mark, Luke. It's the third gospel. Okay? Matthew, Mark, Luke. Luke chapter 5, verses 1 through 11. And that's where we're going to be today. And it says, and it came to pass that as the people pressed upon him to hear the words of God, he stood by the lake of Gennesaret. And he saw two ships standing by the lake, but the fishermen were gone out of them and were washing their nets. So the fishermen had been fishing all night, and they were on the shore washing out their nets and mending their nets, and there stood the ships. And so Jesus thought, all these people, they're just coming closer and closer. I need to go out farther where they can hear me and see me, but not be right up next to me. So he enters into one of the ships, which was Simon's. It was Peter's boat. And prayed him, asked him, thrust out a little bit from the land. So row out a little bit from the land so people can see me better and they can hear me better. And he sat down and taught the people out of the ship. So he sat in the boat while the people were all along the shore, and he taught them. And when he had left off speaking, when he'd finished speaking to all the people, he said unto Simon, launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch, for a draft is what it says, for a big catch of fish. Well, Peter and all the other fishermen had been up fishing all night long. So what does Peter say? What does Simon say? He answers and says unto him, Master, we have toiled, we have worked all night and have taken nothing. We didn't catch anything. There are no fish out tonight. What does Peter say? Nevertheless, okay, because you've asked me, at thy word, we will let down the net. Right off the bat, do you hear two things? Jesus said, let down your nets. That was all of them. He wanted them to let down all of their nets. Peter said, okay, we'll let down our net, one net. So was that obedience? No. Obeying is to obey God right away and not do what Peter said. Nevertheless, okay, if you tell me to. No, that was the wrong attitude. And then he said, we'll let down one net. We'll let down the net. And when they had done this, they enclosed a great multitude of fishes, and their nets broke. Their net broke. God said, let down your nets. He knew how many fish were out there. He knew how many he was going to send their way. And Peter didn't have any faith that God could do it. And they beckoned unto their partners that were in the other ship, and that they should come and help them. So here's Peter and his fishing buddy, and he says, get the other ship, hurry quick, we got too many fish. And the other boat came over to them, and it says, and they came and they filled both the ships so that they began to sink. Wow, that was a lot of fish. It wasn't just a couple. It wasn't just a few. It wasn't just, a big bunch. It was enough to almost fill the other ships to the point that they were going to sink. Wow. God works miracles, doesn't he? And when Simon Peter saw it, this is what he did. He fell down at Jesus' knees and he said, "Depart from me. I am a sinful man, O Lord." Peter had seen that he was wrong and that God was right, and he asked God to forgive him. Do you think God did? I know he did. Let's keep reading. For he was astonished, and all that were with him, at the catch of the fishes that they had taken. And so also was James and John, the sons of Zebedee, which were partners with Simon. And Jesus said unto Simon, "Fear not, for from now on, from henceforth, thou shalt catch men, not fish." And when they had brought their ships to land, they forsook all and followed him. They left the fishing behind. Now remember, when Jesus first found them, he came along and was walking on the coast, and he said, "Simon Peter, Andrew, your brother, come, follow me." And they followed him. But there was a time when they went back to fishing. They didn't see Jesus the way Jesus should have been seen. And they had gone back to fishing. This time, they've stopped fishing for fish. And they're going to follow Jesus and fish for men and tell other people about Jesus. So remember, how many fish were caught? Jesus says, "Put down your nets." They put down one net. They didn't obey. But then Peter asked for forgiveness after he saw how many fish was enough to sink boats. Wow, our God works miracles. And he wants to work miracles for you today. You know, this week we've seen God work miracles. We weren't supposed to be able to get into Hungary because of COVID, and yet God allowed us to come. That was a miracle. And he worked several miracles along the way. He gave me opportunities to talk to two girls about Jesus Christ, one from Colombia and the other one from Africa. And they were on their way here to Hungary to study at universities, and I got opportunity to talk to them. We need to take opportunities to tell people about Jesus Christ. And now Simon Peter and Andrew and James and John, the sons of Zebedee, are going to be fishers of men, not just of fish. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you see God working miracles today, because he still does. I love you. Have a great day.